Round 1, we're going to begin with a magic ring. If you're uncomfortable with this technique, feel free to chain 4 or 5 and join to your first chain with a slip stitch to form the ring. We'll chain 1 to close the magic ring, does not count as a stitch, and make single crochet into the ring. We'll make 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Close up the ring, and then go ahead and join with a slip stitch to the starting or the first single crochet of the round, and that completes round 1. For round 2, we will chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we're going to make 2 single crochet in the single crochet where we joined round 1. So 1 and 2 in that first stitch, and 2 single crochet in each of the single crochet around. Okay, so you should have a total of 12 single crochet, and again we'll join to the first single crochet of the round to finish round 2. Round 3, we will chain 1, which again does not count as a stitch. We're going to make back post single crochet around each of the 12 single crochet from round 2. So back post single crochet, you just insert from the back to the front, around the post, and back out to the back. Yarn over and pull it through, and then complete the single. So I have 2 back post single. We'll just continue to work around each of them until we have 12 back post single crochet. After our 12 back post single crochet, we will join to the first back post single of the round to complete round 3. Round 4, we start with a chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and in that same stitch we will make 2 single crochet. And we'll continue that in all of the stitches around. So at the end we should have a total of 24 single crochet. We'll go ahead and join to our first single crochet with the slip stitch to complete round 4. Round 5, we start with the chain 1 again, which does not count as a stitch, and we will make back post single crochet around each of the single crochet from round 4 for a total of 24 back post single crochet this round. 1, 2, joining to our first single crochet to finish round 5. Round 6, we will start with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. And in the next 2 stitches, we'll make a double crochet, 1 and 2. And then in the next stitch, we are going to make a corner, so it'll be 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all in the same stitch to make a corner. And then we'll place a double crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then make another corner in the next stitch. So that 2 double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in that same stitch. So we can go ahead and complete that sequence with the 5 double crochet in between the corners. Finishing up my final side, I've worked my 4th corner, and we will just double crochet in the next 2 stitches, which should bring us to our starting chain 3. So we can go ahead and join with a slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 to end round 6. So each side should have a total of 5 double crochet, and then the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet corners. Round 7, we will chain 3 to begin, which counts as a stitch, and double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then in the corner space we will make that 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet again. So 2 double crochet in the corner, chain 2, and then in that same corner space 2 more double crochet. 1, 2. We're going to skip this first stitch past the corner, which can be a little bit hidden, and working in the next stitches we will make 8 double crochet. Oops. So skipping that first stitch and then 8 double crochet. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which should be the last stitch before the corner space. So we will start the side again with the next corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and then 8 double crochet, remembering to skip that first stitch. You can work your way around, and I'll meet you just before we join. So I finished my 4th corner. I'll skip that first stitch of the side and double crochet in the last 3 stitches. 2 and 3, which should meet up then to our starting chain 3, and go ahead and slip stitch to the top of that chain to complete round 7. Round 8, we're going to be making the special square in the middle of the square, or what makes the diamond shape. So we're going to be working our stitches sort of on the surface around. So I have marked the different places that we need to work into with stitch markers. If you want to take the time to do that, you may do so. I'm just going to walk you through what we're going to do first. So we will be making 2 single crochet in the space between the 4th and the 5th double crochet of round 7. So we don't count the corner double crochet, but the other double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and round 5. So we'll be making it in the space there, then working a front post single around the 5th double crochet, and then we're going to come down to the round 6 row, and we'll be making a front post single around the first of the corner double crochet of round 6, and then in between the 2nd and the 3rd in this chain 1 space from round 5 we will be working, and then the last corner double crochet from round 6, then heading back up into round 7, the 5th double crochet, so not the corner double crochet, but 1, 2, 3, 4, so the 4th one actually, that's where we'll work another one, and then slip stitch in the top of the 5th one. So again, I will help you with that as we work through it, but that's what my markers are for, to show clearly where we will be working. So the first step is chain 1, and then in between this 4th and the 5th double crochet from round 7 we will make 2 single crochet, so 1 and 2, and then we will chain 1 and front post single around this 5th double crochet from round 7. So front post single, we'll chain 1, and then we're going to make another front post single, but instead of around the full post, we want to go into the top loops where we already have those stitches placed and make it there. So it's just a higher up on the post than what we normally do for a front post stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, and then in this corner, chain 1 space of round 5, that's in between the second and the third double crochet of round 6. We will make a single crochet between those doubles that are already there. Okay, and then from round 6, those last 2 corner double crochet, we're going to do that front post single around the last one, but again in the around the top loops instead of the full post. Oops. Oh, I think I forgot my chain 1. So we'll chain 1 first after that single crochet in that corner chain space, and then working under the top loops of the next double crochet, we'll make that front post single. And then from round 7, not counting the double crochet in the corners, but 1, 2, 3, 4, we will make a regular front post single around there. So we'll chain 1 first, make our front post single around that post, the 4th double crochet, and then we'll slip stitch. I'll just move these out of the way so you can see. My last marker is in the top of that 5th double crochet of round 7, and we'll slip stitch in the top of that double crochet. So we've made one side of our square on the square, or the diamond shape. So then we'll just continue that again. So we want to make 2 single crochet. We'll chain 1 first. In this space where we just worked in the top of that 5th double crochet, we're going to make 2 single crochet in that space between the 4th and the 5th double of round 7. Chain 1, and then we'll make the front post single around this 5th double crochet on round 7, chain 1, and then coming down to round 6, the first of the 2 double crochet in that corner around the top loops. We'll make the next front post single, chain 1. And then in this corner between the 2nd and 3rd into that chain 1 space of round 5, we'll make a single crochet and chain 1. And then in round 6 again, here's a 3rd corner double crochet around the top loops of the post of that 4th double crochet. We'll make another front post single, chain 1. And then on the round 7, remember we don't count the corner double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make another front post single. Oops. Around that double, and slip stitch into the top of the 5th. So you can continue that 2 more times, the other 4 sides, to make that square within a square. So on the final repeat, I'm ready for my last front post single around that 4th double crochet, and then instead of slip stitching to the top of the 5th double crochet, we'll slip stitch into that first single crochet that we made and fasten off. Round 9, we are going to rejoin our yarn in any of the corner spaces from round 7. You can join with a slip stitch and chain 1 and then make your single crochet. I'm starting with a standing single crochet. So in that corner we'll need 2 single crochet, chain 2, and 2 single crochet. After the corner, we're going to skip this first stitch, that hidden stitch, then we'll single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that's the one just before it meets that diamond. Then we'll skip over this next stitch where we worked those single crochet, and then starting in the next stitch we will make 5 more double crochet or single crochet down the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which should bring us to our next corner space. So we should have a total of 10 single crochet along that side, skipping that first stitch and then missing the one that we worked into last round. So then in our corner we'll work our corner stitches again of 2 single crochet, chain 2, and 2 single crochet. Then once you've worked all the sides, you can go ahead and join to our starting single crochet to end this round. For round 10, if you're continuing with the same color, you will want to slip stitch into the next single crochet and then into the chain 2 corner space. From there you can chain 1 and make your first single crochet. I'm changing colors, so I'm going to start right in the chain 2 space with a standing single crochet and chain 2 and single crochet in that same corner space for our new corner. Then we're going to work back post half double crochet around each of the 14 stitches from round 9. So from the front or from the back to the front around that first single crochet for our first back post half, and just continue to work each of the stitches along the side. You should have a total of 14 back post half double crochet, and in the corner spaces the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So once you've worked all 4 sides, you can join to your starting slip stitch. Round 11, we're going to slip stitch into the corner chain space, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and then we'll make a half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet in that same corner space for our new corner. Then working in each of the stitches across each side, we will make 16 half double crochet. Okay, so then each side will have a total of 16 half double crochet plus the half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in each corner. When you've worked all 4 sides, you can join to our starting half double crochet. For round 12, we will slip stitch into that corner space again, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and make the half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet all in that corner space for our new corner. We're going to work half double crochet down the sides again, but we're going to skip this first stitch or that hidden stitch. So it'll be 17 half double crochet down each side. When you've worked all 4 sides, you can join to the starting one. Round 13, if you're continuing in the same color, just slip stitch into the corner space and chain 1 before beginning our new corner of single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. I started with a standing single crochet, chain 2, and then single crochet in that same corner space. So after a corner of single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, we're going to be working at this series of long trebles with single crochet in between and working those trebles into spaces down on the round 10 round. So I'll show you how we do that. So after the corner, we're going to skip this first stitch or the hidden stitch, and working into the next single crochet we'll start, or the next stitch we'll start with a single crochet. And then we're going to make 5 trebles down into round 10 into the space between the corner stitch and the first back post half double crochet. So right down between those 2 stitches, we'll insert our hook and bring the loop up to where we're working and finish your treble. First we should yarn over twice. We'll try that again. So go down, bring that loop up, pull through 2 and 2 and 2. Then we need to push this treble over so that we can find that next stitch of round 12, and we'll place a single crochet in there. And then we'll repeat that. A treble down in that space, bring the loop up and complete the treble, and then in the next stitch we'll place another single crochet. So that's 2. This is my third one. 2 and 3. Finding the next stitch for a single crochet, and the fourth one, and the next single crochet in the next stitch, and one last treble down in that space, and a single crochet. We'll work another single crochet, and this time we're going to work our trebles between the 7th and 8th back post half double crochet. So this is our first one just after where we worked that first set of trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So between number 7 and 8, which is just past the, right at that tip of that inner square that we made. So we'll go down between the 7th and 8th back post half double crochet, pull our yarn up and complete that treble. Okay, then again you'll need to adjust the stitches or pull your work through that treble we just made to find the next stitch to place our single crochet. Treble down in that space again between those 2 stitches, and finding the next stitch for our single crochet, and the third treble, and the next single. You want to be very careful not to skip a stitch or not to work 2 singles into the same stitch after we've worked the treble. So you want to watch for that carefully. And one last treble in this group of 5, followed by a single crochet. Okay. And then one more time we'll single crochet in the next stitch, and then we want one more set of trebles. So this time we're going to find the last back post half double crochet we worked just before our corner stitch, and that's where we're going to work our next set of treble crochet. Between the last back post half and the corner stitch, make that treble and pull your work through the treble to find that next stitch to single crochet into. You'll want to be careful as you do that you don't make your treble loop too long on your hook. Tighten that back up before you make your single crochet. Treble back down in that stitch and find the next stitch to make a single, treble in the next, and a single. We've got 2 more trebles to work with the single crochet after each one. So that was my number 4. And the 5th and the last treble of this set. And we should have the 1 stitch left before the corner to work our last single crochet into. Ready for our next corner. So each corner, remember, is that single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. We skip the hidden stitch and start with a single crochet in the next, and then do 5 trebles with a single crochet after each treble, and then being careful where we place the group of 5 trebles. So each side should have 15 trebles, 18 single crochet plus a single crochet chain 2 in the corners. So you can finish your other sides, and then I'll meet you back at the end of this round. So I've made my last set of 5 treble crochet on my final side. So I'd have my 1 last single crochet to complete just before the corner, and then we can go ahead and join to our starting single crochet to finish off round 13. So it will be a little bit roughly at this point. That will work itself out in the next round. And there you go, round 13 complete. So if you're continuing with the same color again, then just slip stitch into the corner space and chain 1. I'll start with the standing single crochet, and then we'll chain 2 and single crochet for our new corner. We'll back post a half double crochet around the next stitch, which is that single crochet in the corner from last round. And back post half around the next single. And then we would like to work a back post half double crochet around the treble and the next single. So both of them together we work around, and we'll do that 5 times. So it's a yarn over, insert in front of the treble, go around the front of the treble and the single and out to the back again, pull the yarn through, oops, there we go, and yarn over and pull through. So that's twice, so we'll just do 3 more of those. Oh, I keep losing my yarn over. Third one. Fourth, and 1 more around the treble and that next single crochet. And then we'll do that 3 more times, starting at the back post just before we work those 5 back post around the treble and single. So each set starts with the back post around just a single crochet, and then working into the 5 sets of the back post around the treble and the single. Okay, so you'll do that for this set and the next set, and I'll meet you just before the next corner. When you've worked those 3 sets of the back post half double crochet around those trebles, then we should have 1 single crochet left here that's in the corner from last round. So we'll back post half around that one, and then work our new corner of single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. so we continue the round around all 4 sides. After the corner, remember we back post half on that first single and the next single, and then we work the 5 sets of back post half around the treble and single. And there should be 1 single in between where we back post around it, and then the sets again. So each side should have a total of 20 back post half double crochet plus the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the corner. So I'll meet you back here at the end of this round. When you've worked your way around all 4 sides, you can breathe a sigh of relief. That tricky part is over. Good job. So you can go ahead and join to the starting single crochet with a slip stitch to end round 14. Round 15, we're just going to slip stitch into that corner chain space and chain 1, and then we'll make our new corner of single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And then we're going to place a single crochet in that first stitch and each of those back post stitches down the side plus the single crochet in the next corner. So it'll be a total of 22 single crochet we work down each side with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in each corner. And then you can join with a slip stitch to your starting single crochet to finish this round. Round 16, we'll slip stitch into that corner space again, chain 1, and work a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in that same corner space. And then working a back post half double crochet around each of the 22 stitches from last round, plus the corner single crochet. So we should have on each side a total of 24 back post half double crochet, and our corners will have a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So again, you can work that around each side, joining to our starting single crochet with a slip stitch to complete round 16. Round 17, we'll slip stitch into that corner space, and then chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we'll work a half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet in that corner space. We'll skip the hidden stitch or that first stitch, and then we'll just work a half double crochet in all the rest of the stitches down the side. So each side should have a total of 25 half double crochet with that half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in each corner. Then you can join to our starting stitch with a slip stitch to finish off round 17. Now to prepare for a later round, we want to mark some stitches right now. So around the stitches of round 17 that we just completed, we're going to count the half double crochet between the chain 2s in the corner. We want to place a marker around the second half double crochet, and then we'll skip 2, place it around the 5th, skip to the 8th, skip to the 11th, skip to the 14th, skip to the 17th, skip to the 20th, skip to the 23rd, skip to, and the 26th half double crochet. And if you have enough markers, you can do that around each side to help for a stitch placement in a later round. Or you can just mark it one side at a time as you go if you don't have enough markers. Or as you can see on the pattern, you can use pieces of yarn as well to mark those stitches. Round 18, we will slip stitch into that corner space, chain 1, and then make a half double crochet in that corner space, chain 2, and another half double crochet in that corner space. Then working across this side, we will make a half double crochet in each of the stitches, including that very first stitch. So there will be 27 half double crochet down each side. With that half double crochet, chain 2 half double crochet in the corners as well. And once you've worked your way around all 4 sides, go ahead and join to the starting half double crochet. Round 19, if you're continuing with the same color, then slip stitch into the corner space and chain 1 before you make your half double crochet. I'm starting with a standing half double crochet, and then we'll make a chain 2 and half double crochet in that same corner stitch. And working down the side, we'll half double crochet in that first stitch, and then we want to work a front post treble crochet around this first stitch that we marked from round 17. So again, that's the second stitch from the corner of round 17, and we'll work a front post treble. Then we'll skip the stitch behind that in round 18, and we'll make a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So skipping 1 stitch, half double in 2. And then we're going to make a front post treble around the same one that we just made, that same stitch from round 17. So I insert my hook underneath or lower than where the first front post treble was placed. And then we will make a front post treble around the next marked stitch. So we skip the 2 from the first stitch and working around the next one in round 17. Complete the front post treble there. We'll skip 1 stitch again from round 18 and make 2 half double crochet, 1 in each of the next 2 stitches after we skip on round 18. And then work a front post treble around the same stitch that we just worked our previous front post treble. And we'll continue in that same way down the side. So skipping, so after the second front post treble, we start that again in the next marked stitch with the front post treble, skipping the 1 stitch on round 18, and then working a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches in round 18, and a second front post treble around that same marked stitch. So continue to work down the side. We should have a total of 9 of these V's, so a total of 18 front post treble. So you can work down this side and I'll meet you at the first corner. So I have my 9 V's, or those 18 front post treble down the side. We want to place a half double crochet in this last stitch before the corner, and then we're ready to work our corner of the half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet. And then remember, we work a half double in the first stitch down the side before starting those V's down the next side. So you go ahead and work that all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end of this round. Just finishing up my final side here. I've done my last V, or the 9th V, and I have my half double crochet in this final stitch to complete. And then we can go ahead and join to our starting stitch and end round 19. Round 20, you can slip stitch into the corner chain and chain 1, or if you're changing colors, you can start with a standing stitch, so half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet in the corner. Working down the side, we'll make a half double crochet in these first 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. And then around this first treble that we made last time, we're going to make a front post double crochet. And then we'll half double crochet in those 2 stitches in between the trebles. And then we're going to make a front post double crochet 2 together around these next 2 trebles. So we yarn over, and under the treble, insert the hook to pull the loop through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then leave those 2 loops on the hook. We'll repeat that, yarn over, under the next treble, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, so you should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 for our front post double crochet 2 together. And then a half double crochet in those 2 half doubles in between the trebles from last round. So we'll just continue that down the side, working that front post double crochet 2 together around both of those trebles with the 2 half double crochet after it. So there should be a total of the 8 front post double crochet 2 together down the side, and I'll meet you close to the next corner. So when you've worked your way down the side, when we have that last treble crochet that's left, we'll just make a front post double crochet around that last treble, and there should be 2 stitches left before the corner, so we'll make a half double crochet in each of those 2 stitches, and then make our corner. Oops, there we go. The half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. So we'll complete that around all of the 4 sides, and when you get back to the join, you can join to our starting half double crochet with a slip stitch. So each side should have 2 of those front post double crochet, 8 of the front post double crochet 2 together, 22 half double crochet plus our corner stitches. So you can go ahead and finish off round 20. Finishing up my 4th side here, just need to do my final front post double crochet around that last treble. And then my last 2 half double crochet. And then we can join to our starting stitch to complete this round. Round 21, you can slip stitch into the corner chain space again and chain 1, or start with a standing stitch. And the first stitch will be a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Then we're going to work back post single crochet in this round. So we'll work a back post single crochet around those first 3 stitches. And then back post single around that front post double. And then back post around each of the next 2 stitches. And then we want to work a back post single around these front post 2 together stitches. So insert from the back and make sure you go around the front of both parts of that stitch. Carefully pull your loop through and complete the back post single. So we'll just continue to work back post single down each stitch of the side. And like I said, just being careful on the back post around that 2 together stitch, that we go around both legs or both parts of that stitch. So each side should have a total of 34 back post single crochet with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in each corner. And once you've worked around, you can join with a slip stitch to our starting stitch. Round 22, we will slip stitch into that corner space, chain 1, and work a half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet in that same corner space. And then working down the side, we're going to work front post half double crochet around each of the stitches. So each side will have a total of 36 front post half double crochet. And then the half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in each corner. When you've worked your way around, you can join to our starting half double crochet to finish off this round. Round 23, our final round for this square. We'll slip stitch into the corner stitch. Chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Make a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet for our corner. And then around each of the stitches of the side, we will make front post half double crochet again. So it'll be 38 front post half double crochet down each side. So we just make that front post around each of the stitches down the side for a total of 38, plus our half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in the corners. And once you finish that all 4 sides, you can go ahead and join to our starting stitch to finish off this square.